We had one early this morning that had some illnesses, they couldn't get around, and so they weren't able to be here. That was our intermediate school, who've been here the last couple of years. And then one of the student big bands was the ACC band that was at noon. I don't know if you got to hear that concert, but it was pretty fantastic. And they also had the opportunity to get Joe Lacasio to come in and sit in a piano. When you can have someone like that, it just makes things a lot better. But anyway, it's been a full day and a half, believe me, and we appreciate you being here. I'll tell you a little bit about the event itself. We began the Katy Jazz Festival because we understood the need for preserving America's true art form, and that's the jazz music. And we've been able to get wonderful, world-renowned, incredible jazz artists to come and not only show their skills in concerts and stuff like that, but these are people that are dedicated to investing into the future. Every time they come up there, they know people, they said, this is who I learned from, this is who I learned from. And you've always heard about paying it forward. They're here. For example, Wayne Bergeron, who was here last night, did a great concert last night. The master class that was filled with people of all ages, from junior high age, maybe younger, all the way well into my age and more, that had some kind of experience with it, and everybody learned. It was in the room. And then later on sat in with one of the bands as they were warming up, just to sit in and play with them. We've had members of the Andre Hayward Sextet come up and just start jamming on stage as they were giving their critique of the group to kind of lay down what the feel was, or what the style was, or what the genre was. These people don't get paid extra to do that. They're here because they want to perform, because they're performers, but they're also here because they want to help the performance of the students that are here. So it's just been a great blend of the music education and the music performance part of it. So thank you for being a part of that. Another part of our housekeeping that I'd like to take care of is that this event could not happen if it weren't for dedicated teachers of the different groups that were here from all the school districts that were represented. We had some schools from Waco and the Temple and the Conroe area, as well as the Katy schools here. We had 4 schools who got their registrations in late. They said, put us on the waiting list. They were from other districts, and they've already got it on the calendar for next year. So we're doing all we can to work around the school day, and it's a little bit difficult to do, but it just tells you how this thing is really picking up, and it's getting a little bit of cred, as they would say, across the country, credibility. We've got the artists tweeting. Last year we had some of the artists, when they were in the back listening, they were sending out things in their Facebook. They were posting that this is where they were. They couldn't believe that this is going on. And so we know that the right thing is taking place here, and it's happening in the classroom, and because of great partnership. I'll say a little bit about that. If it wasn't for the City of Katy partnering with Katy ISD and embracing this and supporting it financially, as well as with facilities and their help, this could not take place. All the profits that are made off of this are directed right back to the school jazz programs. Once we cover the expenses that we have, then we will be putting the money right back into the school jazz programs for them to be able to use that and throughout the year, and hopefully it'll just keep growing as well. So thank you for your patronage here. Tonight's concert will begin at 7:30. As this group gets off stage and the critique is done, we're going to ask everyone to leave and to break the stage and get ready for the feature concert this evening. Will begin at 7:30. There's still some tickets for sale for that out in the foyer. We would love to have as many people here to take care of this and all the talents that are going to be there. Right now, before you're ready to play, if you have any kind of mobile device on you that might make noise, a ringer, chirping crickets, somebody screaming at you, whatever your method is for receiving an incoming text or email or phone, if you would turn the volume off on that, but leave the device on. We're going to ask you to leave it on and take pictures, take video while the band is performing, and send it out to your friends. Let them know what a great thing that you're hearing and who's performing for you. Give them that. Those of you that have Twitter accounts, feel free to tweet. Feel free to tweet. Those of you that have Facebook, you have links to YouTube with videos. Don't be afraid to post them. Say, listen to Katy High School Band and Katy Jazz Festival 2013. Awesome, awesome. Whatever you like to put out there. All right? Well, we just got ready with the guitar. Well, now we're changing amps, so okay. You know, this is fun. And so I think I've given you all the information you need to know. If you're one of those A+ kind of people, the last Friday and Saturday of April, it's April 25 and 26, 2014 will be the next year's Katy Jazz Festival. April 25 and 26. So So if you go ahead and mark that down. We'll be putting stuff on the website at katyjazzfestival.com about this year's festival. We'll be capturing testimonies. If any of you want to send an email talking about your experience, if it was a great experience or whatever, or if you think there's something we can do to improve it, just send it to me, please, at Katy ISD. My name is Bob Bryant. My email is robertbryant at Katy ISD. Send it to me because we want to improve it, but we also want to capture things we're doing correctly and put them on the testimonial page. So please let me know about that. That sounds good. That sounds good. You want me to sing? Pretty hot, yeah. Thank you to Mr. Lee for troubleshooting on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard more than you want to hear from me. Let's hear from the Katy High School Jazz Ensemble led by Mr. Terence Gorton.
Outstanding in our musical this year, by the way. We did, really tough.
Yeah.
Dartwood Suite, Charlie Parker, arrangement by Dave Wolf. That featured Mr. Ryan Wallenberg on tenor sax, Mr. Aaron Hughes on alto sax, Mr. Colin Allen on piano, some great lead cover playing by Mr. Jordan. This next one is a Radiohead tune entitled Paranoid Android. It's going to feature, well, Tyler Martin and Mr. Alejandro. So we got Alejandro and Tyler featured on Paranoid Android. And there's a trombone solo by Brian Mackey. Sorry, Ryan. Mr. Todd. Mr. Todd Malone. Yes. Mr. John Matthew on the mic. First, I want to thank everybody that's been here. It's been an incredible festival. It's been an incredible experience being, because I'm here, just about everybody. Amazing groups all past 2 days. Thanks for being here and support this wonderful art form. Our last tune is a great tune from the 95 1 O'Clock Band, North Texas. It's called Lift of the Foot. It's going to feature our sax section. It's going to feature Mr. Ryan Wallenberg. It features the whole band. It's just hard. And new on the drum set is Mr. Jimmy James Richardson. And again, this is Lift of the Foot. With Katy High School Jazz Band. Thank you.
Katy High School Jazz Band and director, Mr. Terence Gorton. Andre, come on forward. So Andre, maybe we're going to do some critique on it. That was fun to listen to.
All right, good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me out there? Okay? All right. Wonderful. Excellent. Beautiful. Beautiful job. You know, there's not much I can say about too much. I did write some notes, okay? But I gotta say that the overall energy of the band was wonderful. The ensemble playing was absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed that Radiohead arrangement.
Yeah.
Who did someone
That's real. It's a whole
arrange that?
all their tunes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Ken Shelhorst. You know, Ken is the director of jazz studies at New England Conservatory, where I taught for 4 years. He's a good friend of mine. So I had to call him and commend him on that arrangement. That was beautiful. Anyway, I thought you guys did such a wonderful job on everything. There's a few little fine points that we can talk about. First of all, let's talk about Yardbird Suite. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things with the rhythm section, just in terms of the time field. Because I even noticed this on Lifting the Foot, where you guys go into the bridge section of it and they put the breaks in the swing, because the funk was really happening. And I felt like the swing kind of got a little shaky at times. So, drums, what's your name? Jimmy. You know, I like what you're doing, but I really feel like you could actually dig into the cymbal a little bit more. Almost, if you think about playing through the cymbal and really getting inside of that triplet pulse. Do me a favor, just kind of sing this triplet, 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 triplet. A little louder. And while you're doing that, give me a quarter note on your right cymbal. Now immediately you hear the difference when you're vocalizing the feel as opposed to just playing quarter notes on the right cymbal. Now let's add the hi-hat and give me a strong chick, chick, chick. You know, the entire day has been dedicated to getting everyone to get into the idea of singing. If you can sing it, you can play it. Oftentimes, if you know, we're playing in ensembles and we tend to get bogged down by the notes, or if we're playing solos, we get bogged down by the changes, trying to make sure we're staying in the right key and making sure all the scales are in place. But ultimately, if the feel is not there, it's not going to come out convincing to the audience. Okay, so wherever you are, at whatever skill level you are, or age level, whatever maturity level you are in the music, I still want you to get used to enjoying yourselves in the moment. And get used to singing, putting your all into the music. Not just playing the instrument from a technical standpoint, but also from an emotional thing. And one of the things that helps with this is phonetics, is vocalizing. So triple, 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 triple. One more time with the quarter notes. 1, 1, 2, 3, and. Let's go ahead and add a hi-hat on 2 and 4. Real strong. And let's see if we can get a nice little accent on 2 and 4 on the quarter notes. And make sure the 2 and 4 is matching in the right cymbals, matching the hi-hat. Okay, 1, 2, ready, and. Woo! There you go. Okay, that sounded a lot better. It's feeling better anyway. The bass player, same thing when walking quarter notes. You know, don't just walk quarter notes. I want you to start really feeling that subdivision of the triplet. You know, you can either think in eighth note triplets or quarter note triplets, or 6 against 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 2, 4, 5. Everybody sing that. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Now this time, I want you to play me a ride pattern a little faster. And I want you to notice the triplet pulse sort of disappears and it kind of evens out. It almost goes into a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Everybody. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let it slow down. 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So the faster it gets, the more smoother the line. Slower, the medium tempos, that triplet pulse needs to be present at all times. Can we just hear? I just want to hear just bits and pieces of the yardbird. Maybe at the beginning of this. And be thinking about that concept. Right? It's right here, right? So just the beginning of the yardbird. Right here. And the same for my horn players. I want you guys to be thinking about that underlying eighth note pulse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But it's still got a roll to it. A little. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing it again. 3, 4, 1, 2. Let me see everybody. 2, 3, 4. Don't be shy. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it. 1, 2, 1, 2, And see, the reason why I was having you count off, see, you got the options to think about downbeats, and you got the option of upbeat, you know. But each one, anytime you start a phrase, it needs to be strong. You start it on the down or the up. Okay, that phrase on 2 needs to be strong. Ba do ba ba. Like strong attacks from the trumpets. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. That felt really good. Let's do that again. I want to hear that again. 1. Okay, 3 minutes. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. We got a few more minutes. A couple more things. Paranoid Droid, beautiful piano solo, beautiful guitar solo, and beautiful trombone. Nothing to say about that. If anything, exaggerate the dynamics more in this arrangement. That's going to make a difference. Lifting foot, tenor solo. You did a nice job on the funk sections of the tune. The areas where the changes were moving by, like a beat. Every chorus per every measure. You know, don't feel like you got to play one long line through the changes. Particularly with tunes like that, where the chords are not moving in the typical fashion, 2, 5, 1, you know, 1, 4, 5, that kind of functional harmony. You gotta kind of find a little short ideas, spurts. But if you try to go, sometimes the bebop thing doesn't really work over tunes where the chords are moving in that kind of irregular way. So just think about that when you're soloing. Because I heard you yesterday, it sounded great on Freedom Jazz Dance. But just think about that on this particular tune. I felt like the time in the rhythm section got a little shaky. Just a matter of concentrating on the pulse, on that underlying subdivision of the triplet. Overall, you guys did a beautiful job. I really commend you on a job well done. Really, all of the bands. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to everybody, mentoring everybody. I just want to thank Bob Bryan for having me here once again, Katy ISD, and the community of Katy. And we look forward to doing this every year, hopefully. But give
Okay, so that closes it down for the educational part of the festival. This group will head to the stage. We're going to ask that everyone clear the pack. If you would, please leave outside, maybe kind of tricks of the restrooms, the water fountains are down there. And then we'll be opening the doors again once we get the All-Star Jazz Band on to get some mic checks and sound checks on there. But please go ahead and leave the pack.